Hi, my name is Charles McCoy. My book review is on the John Kotter book, A Sense of Urgency. John Kotter published 16 books on leadership, including Leading Change and Our Iceberg is Melting. He is an authority on leadership, is a professor emeritus at the University of Harvard, and also graduated from MIT as well. The purpose of A Sense of Urgency is really to explain how organizations struggle creating the right sense of urgency. Often, their entire organization is full of panic, fear, and complacency. Although those are all in different directions, they can definitely set you up for a path of frustration. The key is to channel the right urgency at all times. Be prepared and expect excellence. Panic and fear, don't breed that. Complacency sets you up for you're doing the right thing, but now you're in a situation of how do I get there? It's crucial to have the right type of urgency. The target audiences are all over the globe. Floundering new organizations, any leader organizing change in their environment, leaders whose organization skills lead them in the wrong direction. We need to focus on what is important. Too much time is spent on things that aren't critical. And of course, anyone who enjoys an inspiring story of getting it right every time. There's keys to doing this. The important piece is channeling that urgency. Let's not spend our time in fear. Let's plan. Let's do the right thing. The strengths of this book is it's very upbeat. The stories are encouraging. It doesn't point blame at any one person. It's humorous and well thought out. It is a short book. It keeps your attention though, and the stories are real life organizations, their struggles and successes. This book can really appeal to many different types of people as well. There's stories of people from a 62-year-old CEO to a 27-year-old new college grad. So it's very wide span, and there's pieces of the book that would really appeal to just about anyone. Some of the weaknesses are the organizations are not described specifically. Someone could consider that maybe some of this was made up or it's not legitimate. The book is also rather short, so it really doesn't focus on the details. There aren't a lot of specific plans discussed here in a short book, but it does keep the reader's attention. It also makes things sound a little bit too easy at times. It's very easy to say channel urgency. It's very easy to say let's do the right thing every time, but that's not always possible. Creating the right sense of urgency takes a full organization approach, and it's more than just talking about it. So it's kind of difficult to explain that in 200 pages. The objectives of A Sense of Urgency is to provide techniques for creating that exact urgency. There's 4 keys that Mr. Kotter talks about. First is bringing the outside in. Exposure to your team from others outside the organization. And bringing in other organizations to examine what you do every day so you can include their best practices. Behaving with urgency every day is one of these 4 keys. Finding opportunities in crisis, as well as dealing with the no-nos. These are the people who always find flaws in everything. Finding opportunities in crisis is something that each of us can use to grow what we do in our organizations every day. And behaving with urgency means we're all on the same page every day and we're all have the same key goals so that we get things accomplished. This is a book I would definitely recommend. It's a very easy read. It's well done. It's enjoyable. I would recommend it for leaders new and seasoned. Basically, the key is really summed up in the end of the book. The future begins today. We know what needs to be done. We know what the expectations are because oftentimes we set them. And employ yourself to be a catalyst for change if you want to channel that right sense of urgency.